What's going on, everybody? I am Jose Betancourt, and as always, thank you for viewing my videos. So, there's no secret, I absolutely love this camera, the Fuji GFX 50R. And most of the photos that you're going to see are taken with this specific combination. So the first photo you see is in Central Park. Pretty simple. I stood in the middle of the walkway or the trail, and I angled the camera so that it was about chest level to me. I used the rear LCD, and the idea was to get a leading line heading all the way down to the park. I believe there are people at the end. No, that's not people. But yeah, I've called this one the Shire because it kind of looks like Lord of the Rings. This one I took in the Lower East Side. I was in my car waiting for the traffic light, and whenever I used to go to work in the Lower East Side, I always had a camera with me. And so I had my Fuji GFX with me. I put the lens pretty close to the passenger side window, and I noticed that there was a store with light illuminating towards me, and so I waited for someone to pass by. I put the ISO all the way down, and the reason why I did that was so that I can get a silhouette. Here's one I took in Wall Street. The idea behind this photo was to showcase the size difference between three different subjects. Number one, you have the Oculus being worked on by a crew of workers. So you have the size of the Oculus, the size of the workers, and then of course the humongous size of the One World Trade Tower. It was a very cloudy day, and so that added to the mystique of the tower. I wanted the tower to stand out, and of course, no matter where you stand in New York City, that tower is going to stand out. But the fact that I was fortunate enough to walk by and see this crew working on the Oculus, it added an extra layer to my photo. I'll show one more. I guess the idea here with these photos is to showcase layers. Now with this particular photo, of course, we have another landmark. I showed you the World Trade. I showed you the Lower East Side and Central Park. So here is the Statue of Liberty, excuse me. And so I saw this young lady standing, looking towards the Statue of Liberty. So this time around I used a 100 to 200 millimeter lens for the Fuji GFX, and I focused on the Statue of Liberty. I used her as a foreground and this light pole as well, so that you can get an idea of the depth between the distance between her and the Statue of Liberty. I'll throw in one more for the hell of it. Here is the Brooklyn Bridge, another iconic tourist attraction. Once again, layers. I'm using leading lines in the bottom and in the top, all leading to the base of the bridge, which leads up to the flag. You have the tower over here on the left side, and then let me see if you can see this. You have workers walking along this ginormous cable leading to the flag as well. So you have a lot of leading lines, and of course you've probably seen thousands of photos probably in this exact spot. I just edited it a lot differently so that it's more gloomy and somewhat post-apocalyptic, because once again it was very cloudy, and that added to the extra layers that I was looking for. So I hope you enjoyed these prints. Once again, I am Jose Betancourt. I'll talk to you guys later.